And here we are, folks. We are in blue sky territory, flatland territory. We are in Underwood, an absolutely fantastic rural pocket just 20 odd minutes outside of Launceston. Let's take you through this property, folks, because this is the reason that most of Australia comes to Tasmania for this kind of opportunity, for this kind of lifestyle. And in this price range, you'd be crazy not to book a private inspection of this property. We have multiple dwellings on the property. We have large income potential. This property was used as an NDIS rural retreat, running a very successful business out of this property. Let's take you folks through the very first dwelling, and what I would suggest would be the primary home if you were going to live here, and perhaps Airbnb the tiny home. Look at this light filled space, folks. It's just so welcoming. Such a beautiful space, light flooding in through those beautiful high ceilings. Gorgeous big kitchen. Beautiful living space. Look at that. Now let's go through these 2 bedrooms. Good size, nice high ceilings, great light flooding in through there. Same through here. Absolutely fantastic spaces. And we'll go down the corridor. We've got the laundry, plenty of space through there. Separate toilet. Now the bathroom was recently renovated, modernised, and it shows. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful rural aspect there, light flooding in, nice big bath to relax at the end of the day. Now, let's take a bit of a walk and let's go have a look at that tiny home, because I know there's a huge movement of people out there who are flocking to tiny homes, and I'll tell you, after you see this tiny home, I definitely know why. It's been done on a very high level, just absolutely gorgeous. Marble bench tops, really high ceilings, beautiful, beautiful space. That's the veggie patch there if you're wondering. Now we've got a big gigantic shed over that side. We'll just get out of the sun in a sec. I'll take you over to there. Huge, big, gigantic shed. So if you've got a few toys and a few hobbies going on, this is the shed for you. Absolutely fantastic space. Look at the size of this thing. Just massive. We've got all the stones down, so ready for you to park whatever you need to park out the front of that one. Let's take the picturesque walk down to this tiny home. Now folks, when I first came to this property, there was actually ground orchids flowering up on the road just up there. And look at this stand of trees. Just absolutely gorgeous. It really is the kind of property that you need to inspect in private to really take it in and experience what it's like to be at this property. It is so quiet. It is so beautiful. On a day like this, there's really just nowhere else you'd rather be. So, very unusual situation, but as a property agent, I will now be quiet for a little bit so you can take this in, because it really is gorgeous. This is us coming up to the tiny home now. Just look at that land. Beautiful, beautiful flat land. We've got the solar set up for the tiny home. Look at that. You can imagine just sitting on the deck, having a few drinks, barbecue with friends, or maybe you put the teenage kids in the tiny home and have the drinks up the main house, eh? Look at this light. Gorgeous high ceilings. It really has been beautifully done. There's the marble tops. Nice fireplace through there. Really high quality, folks. Just really, really high quality finish on everything in here. View from the kitchen. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got the bathroom through here, toilet just around the corner. And if I duck down here, look at that view from the bath. Absolutely incredible. Now we've got a mezzanine level for the bedroom in here. So you're on top of the world. Really cozy, beautiful space. And they previously had it set up where there was that little bit there was across here, and they gave an extra bed through that section there. So that's why we've got the 4 bedrooms on the listing. Plenty of options, plenty of layout opportunities. This is 144 Cherry Farm Road in Underwood. And folks, if you're not coming to the first open homes or you're not requesting a private inspection, you've got to be mad, because this property is just once in a million. It is an absolutely stunning property with so much potential and so much opportunity. I look forward to seeing you at the first open homes and getting your request for those private inspections. I'd love to take you through the property because there is so much to discuss. Give me a call, message me down below, folks. I would love to hear from you.